call the meeting of the Carbon County Board of Commissioners to order. Please rise for a moment's silence and the pledge of allegiance. O Lord, giver of life and source of our freedom, we thank you for the many blessings you have given our community. We invite your presence in our meeting. We know that it is from your goodness that we have received all that we have. Gracious and loving God, we understand that you call us to be the stewards and the caretakers of our community. Help us to serve in that role. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
These proceedings are being recorded for the sole purpose of preparing accurate written minutes. Recordings are overwritten following approval of the minutes, eliminating all unofficial records of these proceedings. The first item is the approval of the minutes of the previous meeting held February 23rd, 2023.
Motion approved.
Second discussion. I would just add for the record, Jen, while it does indicate in the personnel section of this that I voted aye for the totality of the personnel report, to correct the record, I opposed the change of status of the IT system administrator to IT director. Just misspoke. Thank you.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Are there any guests concerning county business at this time? Hearing none, we'll move on.
Report of executive sessions held.
None.
The department reports. The budget transfers for 2022 and 2023.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
There are no supplemental appropriations. Expenditures, approval of payroll check numbers 74907 through 74921, and direct deposit check numbers 6050781 through 6051209. For the payroll paid through the payroll fund checking account for all county funds totaling $639,563.98. This is the payroll dated February 24th, 2023.
Motion to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Approval of check numbers 234656 through 234738 for expenditures to the general fund clearing account totaling $327,028.17.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The treasurer's report.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Okay, this time we'll recess our meeting of the commissioners. And I'll call the monthly meeting of the salary board to order.
And the first item is the approval of the minutes of the salary board meetings held February 2nd, reconvened February 9th, February 16th, and February 23rd.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes, with the exception of the February 23rd meeting, I will abstain since I was absent.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Are there any guests concerning salary board business? Hearing none, we'll move on.
The report of executive sessions held.
There was one executive session held on February 23rd, 2023 at 2 p.m.
Next item is the election department. Establish the positions of 3 election board members at $100 per diem effective March 2nd, 2023. This is excluded from the retirement plan, non-anticipated to work 1,000 hours.
Motion to establish positions.
Second, and I'll have a point of clarification for Bob. Establishing 3 positions, I personally have not made my intentions clear on this. So, again, that will occur obviously between now and Tuesday. So I'm concerned about voting for the establishment of 3 positions where it could be 2, could be 1, it could be 0, you know what I mean? So I'm just looking for some clarification. If there'll be a problem, we establish them, and then should any of us decide not to submit our petitions, we can go ahead and disestablish. prior.
Certainly, yeah,
Okay,
this is
all right.
provisional.
Okay,
Yes,
good,
yes.
all right, yeah, just wanted to clarify, yeah.
I guess, I'm just concerned, I think we should then recess till next week, because, if one of us would decide not to, let's say,
Yeah.
we need the positions open for at
For the
least,
next meeting.
you know, for that next
That would
meeting, because
certainly
I'm
be
afraid of the
advisable.
time
Okay.
frame
Yeah.
and waiting, because
Yeah.
once the petitions are filed, we'll need 0 or 3, you know.
Right,
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be the cleanest.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes,
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Okay. Okay, at this time, we'll recess our monthly salary board meeting until next week, on the 9th of March. Okay? Okay, at this time, I'll reconvene the weekly meeting of the Carver County Board of Commissioners.
And your next item is the personnel report for county departments.
move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes,
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The acknowledgements for courts and row offices.
Motion acknowledged?
second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes, with the exception of the appointment of the probation officer due to the court's continued non-compliance with Act 57 of 2020.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Correspondence was received as listed. Copies will be made available to the press upon request. Advertising, CDBG authorized the advertisement of the public hearing notice via Zoom regarding modification to Jim Thorpe Borough Parks Recreation Memorial Park Project, federal fiscal year 2022. Community Development Block Grant funds to move $82,137 to housing rehab project.
Motion approved?
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Children and Youth, for approval and execution, the Children and Youth Services fiscal year 2022-2023 second quarter Act 148 invoice report totaling $1,298,558.
Move to approve and execute.
Second?
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
District Court Office, for approval and execution, a 2-year renewal agreement with Blue Ridge Communications for local and long-distance service at the District Court Office in Lansford, Pennsylvania, for a total monthly reoccurring fee of $49.90.
Move to approve and execute.
Second?
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Mock Chunk Lake Park, admission policy revision. For approval, institute a revised Mock Chunk Lake Park admission policy that prioritizes beach access on Saturdays, Sundays, and county holidays during the swimming season to county residents, includes Coaldale residents attending the Panther Valley School District, season membership holders, senior citizens, veterans, campers, and pavilion renters.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion. All right. So I'd move to modify this motion to simply reflect Memorial Day as recognized by the county, the 4th of July as recognized by the county, and Labor Day as recognized by the county.
From the board, didn't they just recommend one weekend?
Yeah, they recommended 4 days over the 4th of July. Yes, they did.
But it would still be at the discretion of the park director to do that, correct?
That's what they recommended, is that the park director to make that decision. I I mean, that's currently what he does now, right, more or less. I mean, at least he controls the flow of people in and out. I think it needs to be a consistent policy, if a policy change at all, and not on a whim by any one individual. He'll continue to have the authority once it reaches beach capacity, or, you know, based upon his judgment, which we've always given, to close the park or restrict further ingress into the park based upon, you know, the demands that are being placed on the infrastructure out there.
And the only thing that my concern is, I mean, I would have been open for one holiday to see how it works, but I think one of our biggest concerns are the vendors. And how is it gonna work out for us, getting money in? I mean, we can't keep taking money out of our parking lot to support that out there. I mean, I think, I was more supportive of the next one where, keeping the fees a little bit higher. But what are we gonna do with the vendors, that those might be their biggest days that they make money?
Yeah, I only think one, well, I am very comfortable saying only one vendor will be negatively impacted. And I do believe we need, should what I'm recommending pass, we should renegotiate and do consideration of the fact. Now, keep in mind also, historically, what we've seen that has been impacting vending has been more so weather and the necessity to close the park versus any other policies, right? It's weather. If there's not a sunny day, 95 degrees, right, or if it's raining, that has been impacting the vendor.
Do we know what the recommendation of the board was on a 5-0 vote, or how was the vote for the recommendation?
Yeah, it was all of them.
It was
Yeah,
all of them.
yeah, I mean, one seemed to have done the research and, yeah.
But
Or
that was,
four,
but
there
that
was
was,
one absent.
but that was for the 4th of July holiday, correct? It
For
was
that
not-
4 day,
yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah.
that for
I
that
mean,
4 day.
I mean, that's what we got the board for, to recommend things. So, I mean, we don't have to take the recommendation.
Right.
But I think starting off a little bit easy to see how it is, just so it doesn't impact everything else.
I'd rather stay with the recommendation of the board personally.
Right.
That's why we have the board.
So we have a motion to modify, do we have a second?
I did second it for discussion.
That was for
Yeah,
discussion.
we just went to discussion. Yeah.
I would modify it to be open to the 4th of July weekend. You know, that it would be done then on the recommendation of the board.
Okay, so what we'll do is say there's no second to my modification. Now there's a someone's gonna make a motion to modify it
I'll
based
make a
upon the
motion
recommendation.
to do it on the recommendation of the board for the 4th of July weekend.
The whole weekend, the 4 days?
That's a little issue too. It's like,
It's gonna rain those 3 days.
well,
Right, on the 4th also, right, we saw that.
I mean, if we don't do it, we don't know how it's gonna work.
Yeah.
And I think we're just gonna have to deal with the vendor, and I'm sure the vendor will come in, and probably 4th of July might be one of their biggest weekends.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I think we ran into that last year, and if we have to, you know, I guess I'm sort of recommending this person to come in or whatever, you know, suggesting, but I think that's where it's gonna come to.
Okay.
So I'm open to that weekend, that's fine,
Okay.
For the 4th of July
Yes.
weekend only.
yes.
Okay.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay. Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
No.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Okay, the next item is the seasonal membership fee. A recommendation was received from the Parks and Recreation Commission to increase the membership fees for non-county residents. Family membership increased from $100 to $150, and individual memberships be increased from $50 to $75.
Motion approved.
I'll second.
On discussion. Move to modify that increase from 100 to 125 in lieu of 150. I couldn't find any indication of a justification for that recommendation in such a steep increase, basically a 50% increase. We see there's simply a smaller, there's a $25 increase for the individual. They're jumping $50 for the family membership. And again, there are only 47 of 477 memberships, only 65 or non-county. Now, this would be a little over $3,000 if the numbers held steady. I think we're at the point, without justification, again, without someone presenting a justification, are starting to take advantage of individuals who are non-county residents, if we would go with 150. So my motion is to do it to 125 and not 150. I think that's more reasonable. If at the future date, the Parks and Rec Commission comes out and demonstrates there's a clear need for those additional $25, be more than happy to reconsider it, but it's just too steep in my mind.
Well, I think my concern, and I'll second the motion and agree if we make it too high, it might keep people from joining, so I'll go with the
Right.
125.
But that would only be, that's for non-county.
Non-county only.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, there's no change, I see no recommendation for in-county rates would all stay
No.
the same.
Yes, they're already paying.
Yeah, again, we know, right, so we'll say inflation was what, 6.4%, right? So this far exceeds any inflationary rates, even if you go out over the last couple of years. I believe it was 2020 when we increased it last time, so there hasn't been that much of an increase in inflation or overall costs.
Any further discussion? Okay. Mr. Honor?
I will say no to the 125 because I like the 150.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes to 125.
Mr. Notstein?
137.
Right. I'd be good with that, I just don't wanna be collecting it, but.
Yeah, 127.50.
I'll vote yes.
Okay.
Hate being in the middle.
Right.
Our meetings are always exciting.
Yes,
The Mock-Chunk Opera House, the LSA grant for ratification. Execution of the Second Amendment to the agreement with the Commonwealth Financing Agency, extending LSA grant agreement number 71286 on behalf of the Mock-Chunk Opera House. The amendment extends the expiration date from June 30th, 2023 to June 30th, 2024. The grant amount remains at $169,069.
Motion to ratify.
Second,
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
I'm a very strong supporter of the Second Amendment, so I'll vote yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Planning and Development, fiscal year 2022, CDBG, approval and execution. Revision request number 5 for Community Development Block Grant Program, federal fiscal year 2020, contract 75969 for Franklin Township to move $36,554.17 from street improvements, Red Hill Road culvert replacement project, to water and sewer improvements, Red Hill Road Phase 2 drainage project.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
CDBG change order. Change order number 1 to the contract with Recon Construction Services Incorporated of York of Pennsylvania for Mahoning Township street improvements. Center Road, Woodlawn Drive to Maple Drive, federal fiscal years 2019, 20, and 21, due to additional quantities needed, thereby increasing the contract price $5,170.92 for a new contract price of $227,985.92. Change order 1 also extends completion date from January 18th, 2023 to March 31, 2023. The original contract was $222,815.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The solicitor's report?
Thank you. For the county parking lot, seeking approval and execution of a special activities agreement for use of the county parking lot, along with a banner request with Renegades Incorporated of Phoenix, PA. They're holding a 2-day running festival, April 29th and 30th of 2023. And the banner would be displayed April 27th, 2023 to May 1st, 2023.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Under elections, for approval and execution of a consultant agreement between the County of Carbon and Lisa Dart of Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, to provide training and assistance to the Carbon County Elections Voter Registration Office on an as-needed basis. The consultant shall be paid a total of $100 per hour for a maximum of no more than 60 hours per month, to be paid on a monthly basis. The term of the agreement will begin March 1st, 2023, and continuing for a period of 3 months until May 31st, 2023, unless terminated by either party.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
No.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
And for Mock Chunk Lake Park, to begin, I'll need to call for a motion to amend the agenda. There's actually a reduction in the total cost of the motion that will follow from $16,169.50 to $15,671, primarily due to the availability of a rebate that was not previously.
I'll make the motion with the changes.
Yeah, second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Okay, now with that, I will make the motion itself, or call for the motion itself for approval of proposal to purchase the 2023 Polaris Industries Ranger 1000 EPS UTV from Kermit Kistler Incorporated of New Tripoli, Pennsylvania, for use at the Mock Chunk Lake Park at a cost of $16,399, with a logistics surcharge of $500, a rebate of $1,500, title fee of $22.50, document fee of $100, and delivery fee of $150, bringing the total cost down to $15,671. And this is due to the lowest offer, which the previous lowest offer, Blue Ridge Polaris, no longer has the vehicle available to sell. So this was the second lowest offer.
Yeah, move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Nothing further.
Any further business?
Yes, for further business, I have two announcements. The election board meeting scheduled for Thursday, March 9th, 2023 is hereby canceled and will be rescheduled at a later date. The second one is effective Monday, March 6th, 2023. Pay attention, Amy.
Yes.
The upper parking lot will be utilized as a staging area for the administration, building, roof, and high-vac replacement project. Since this is a construction area, parking is only available for authorized personnel during the project. Any other outside department heads and visitors will need to park in the main lot off 209 across the street here during the duration of the project. Anticipated completion date is June 30th, 2023. We apologize for that temporary inconvenience, permanent improvement, I hope. It'll end our leaks. So, yeah, it's been an ongoing situation, this building in particular, the leaks. And while we're doing it, the high-vac system is at about the end of life. So instead of just having to tear it up maybe in a year or two, we're just gonna do it all at once and get it over with, so. Okay, that's all I have other than further business.
Commissioners' reports, Mr. Honor?
I have nothing.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Nothing.
I have nothing. Meeting adjourned. James?
Great question. What's the mock trunk opera house in the Second Amendment? What is it? What do those things have to do with each other?
Well, the Second Amendment was actually just a little lighting of the situation, right? Lightness here. It's just the Second Amendment to that grant agreement, that's all. My comment was, I like the Second Amendment, you know, right? All right.
It's our Second Amendment.
Right.
He got you on that one.
Yeah, sorry about that, James, should have clarified.
Thanks for asking that question,
Yeah.
because the viewers might have got
Right,
the
yeah.
same interpretation.
Yeah.
And then what are the exact dates for the admission policy revision? The 4 dates. What are those the exact dates?
That's right.
Calendar.
Which one, oh, for the park, it's one through 4, I think, 1, 2, 3,
Through
4.
yeah, 4th of July's on a Tuesday this
Yeah.
week, and that's why it's set an additional day.
Yeah, that's all the questions I have.
Hey, Amy?
With regards to the CDBG project for Jim Thorpe, why are we moving that 82,000 to a home rehab project? Does that have anything to do with the Center Avenue project, or?
You'd have to direct that
Yeah,
question.
you'd have to ask them, because I think they were changing different things around, there was different discussion that there were other homes, so you'd have to ask them, I don't know what they're gonna be doing with it.
Yeah, Dave might have some further insight on that also.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect,
Yeah.
I'll reach out to both of them.
Yeah.
Commissioner Lucas Evans, why did you vote against Lisa Dart being a consultant?
You know what, it's not against her or the consultancy, we're in this vicious cycle of excessive contracting fees compared to what they were being paid salary-wise. I think we did a great job with, when Hal retired from the controller's office. I thought he was paid, at the time, a fair price for his consultant services. And then somehow, due to decisions that we made, we're paying individuals 3-4 times their actual salary rate to serve as contractors. And again, just trying to turn that vicious cycle back a little bit. So I don't think, while based upon the 2 IT individuals' contract, she actually should have been paid, if we're talking equal pay, $106 per hour. So we're a little under that. But again, I think, we have this excessive contracting hourly rate. And again, we are in a tough position, to be honest, because these folks have so much historical knowledge of how the county operates and stuff like that. They do tend to have us in a tough position. There's no doubt about that,
And I think we went through this whole process
Yeah.
and lost people and then lost another one, and I think we have a very good candidate
Yeah.
that has very good management skills.
Yeah.
And I think with Lisa coming back, she's sort of giving, because the elections change every day.
Yeah.
I think what we're trying to get Lisa to do is teach her the proper way of the management side of how elections works. And then I think this person, when they move on, they're gonna have their own determination. As I said, who knows what's gonna happen with the election? It changes every day. Every day we get a different order from the state. So I think it's very important that Lisa's coming back. And we asked her what she wanted, and I thought it was fair, just compared to some of the other ones.
Yeah, it is fair compared to the other ones, it is.
We're down to 1 person in that office now,
Yeah.
from 3, so until next, the 13th. So I'm trying to fill that other position. So we're down, and we're over a barrel, and we need to make sure this is done right. Elections are so important, and the process, and you have to be meticulous, and it's another, I look at it as another set of eyes overseeing it and making sure we got it right, so.
And piggybacking off that, I see on the personnel report, Jennifer Ketchledge
Yes.
is going to be the new director. How did you guys reach her as your decision?
We had interviews.
Oh, we had a
and
bunch of, like, I don't know how many, what did we have?
About a
Was it
dozen.
9? Well,
Well,
yeah, it was like, I think we
9,
whittled
10,
it down to
12.
9, and then we interviewed them, and
Yeah.
she was,
What we felt was the
Yeah.
best, and so.
And like, even like with that job, who are you gonna get that actually knows elections? Like I said, it's changed over the last 2 years. Like what, you know, somebody that was an election director that was maybe 5 years ago, yeah, the basic on how to do it is there, but the way that the rules and everything came, it's almost like like every day it's changing. That's why I said, like, this person that we hired, I think she can deflect things pretty good. And she looks like she has very good management skills at, you know, running the department. And I think that was mostly our decision.
Yeah, because
You know,
we had solid, 3 final candidates
Oh, yeah.
were really solid.
Yeah.
You know, no question,
Yeah.
you know.
And with, canceling the election board meeting, is that because she's not started yet? She's
Well,
not-
the other issue is the election.
With us, like,
Because,
who's,
okay, I'll say, we don't know what the heck we're doing. No. I don't mean it. that
Wayne
way.
speaking for himself today, so.
No.
but it's his way, as of
I
today.
know what I'm doing, but until, all the petitions are filed.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
until everything
The
sorts out.
judge will have to make the appointments and to replace it.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, you know, so,
To make it easier, as of today, none of us filed yet.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's,
And then one last thing, I know you're starting with the HVAC and roofing project with all that, where does the elevator project stand?
Well, we got an email and the parts were supposed to be here this week. And it's supposed to be completed by the end of the month. And then we just sent an email to them and, if not, it's gonna be bad for somebody, not for us though, but like, these people can't keep promising us. And I said, I think, one of the things that I think we've been changing, is even like the Lehigh project. We're holding people's feet more to the fire. And, we're gonna impose fines on these people if, you know, if we have a contract with them and it's supposed to be done, I don't wanna hear the pandemic. I don't wanna hear you can't get parts because everybody else is getting parts. Let's get over it and get work done.
Once they finally do start, how long is it anticipated, can you refresh my, how long that's supposed to take?
I was told 6 days.
Okay, so they still have that window open
Yeah.
to get the parts, okay?
Yeah,
And I think that is all I have, thank you very
Okay.
much.
Oops, go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, I had one more. So the only days that there's a revised admission policy is those 4 days,
correct.
unless the board over at the lake decides.
Well, they'd have to bring it to us and we'd have to revise it again, you know, we'd have to do
No, I mean,
something.
like, if they said there was too many people coming in.
Well,
no, that's
that-
the park director's
yeah, that's up to their
decision.
discretion.
That's Dave's decision,
Yeah,
not the
that-
board,
that's
not
their-
that advisory board. That's the park director,
No.
county employee's decision when he feels we're reaching capacity
Yeah.
or it's imminent,
Yeah.
you
He
know.
can't, he should have the authority. He doesn't have the time to reach out to a board of directors. They're not on site.
Yeah.
They're on site. They've gotta make the decision
So
when,
it's not the
when it has to
weekends,
be.
it's not the holidays, it's just the 4th of July as of now.
That 4-day
Yeah,
weekend.
that 4-day
1,
weekend.
2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
This Jennifer Kedlich hired, well, was she part of elections or was she new? Did she come from another county? Like, what's her background?
She's new. She had worked previously for the county and took another position for a while, decided to come back.
I mean, how excited are you to finally get somebody in that position?
Very. Yeah. Well, when you look at the statewide, I don't know what the numbers are anymore since this debacle, I'll call it, has started a couple of years ago. It's well over 50% of the election directors have left their jobs because of the, should I say it, the Department of State and the lack of direction and the new laws and everything. And it's been a whole lot of controversy over that, and I hope that under the new governor and between the election directors and the county commissioners association, that we get these, all these people to the table and come up with a good, solid set of guidelines for the counties, not saying at their discretion, or you can do this and can't do that. Well, come to us on election day, you know, and say, well, you gotta do this now. Well, it's a little late then. I just hope to get their act together, sit down at the table and come up with some good set policies, put them in place so we have a good solid set of guidelines and not this wishy-washy stuff that's been so confusing to all the election directors throughout the state. Not only them, we're affected by it, the voters are affected by it. We have to answer the question, well, you know, we need that direction as well. Make up your minds what the heck you're doing.
Ryan, I would add pretty notable, not nearly as notable as naming the director, but in the last couple weeks, right, we announced the establishment of 2 seasonal employees. They used to be just part-time, but what we've done, we've concentrated these 2 seasonal election workers for 2 12-week periods, right, for 90-day periods, both right around the primary and the general election. And we can basically work them full-time hours over those 2 12-week periods. So we have the possibility of, in critical times during the election cycle, to have 2 additional employees, you know, quasi full-time hour-wise coming in. And we're in the hiring process right now. I believe they're still advertised, those 2 positions. They just came out.
And I think with us, what we actually did, I think in the past, I want to lean on our solicitor. Like a lot of counties, they wanted to do things different way, and we went by the law, what it was. Like there were some things that people didn't like that we did, but it was the law, and Carbon County always follows the law, no matter who's in charge. And I have to commend Bob for, you know, doing his research and working with the elections, and it's the law. That's what we do here.
You know, we stayed out of the gray areas
Yeah.
and kept it as black and white as possible.
Exactly.
That's all I have.
Nothing else? Nothing else, thank you. Okay. Enjoy your walk next week, you know, from the parking lot.
Oh, we're gonna have
Hope
to get
it's not
shovels.
raining.